Sarcasm, that sharp edged wit coated in a veil of irony, can be a spice that adds flavor to conversations or a weapon that leaves stinging wounds. It's a complex communication tool that can express humor, affection, or aggression depending on the context and the delivery. While some thrive on its witty banter, others find it confusing, hurtful, or even offensive. This exploration delves into the intricate world of sarcasm, understanding its nuances and navigating its challenges, whether you are on the receiving or giving end. Let us first understand sarcasm at its core. At its core, sarcasm involves saying the opposite of what you mean, often with a tone of voice or facial expression that signals your true intent. It's a dance between words and their implied meaning, relying heavily on shared understanding and social cues. Think of it like this: your friend trips and spills his or her coffee. A sarcastic response might be, "Wow, you're so graceful." The words themselves praise their clumsiness. However, the tone and context reveal the actual message. That was quite a clumsy move. Why do people use sarcasm? The first reason is humor. Sarcasm can be genuinely funny, offering a light-hearted way to comment on the absurdities of life. The second reason could be expressing frustration or anger. It can be a socially acceptable way to vent frustration without being overtly aggressive. Another reason is social bonding. Sharing sarcastic jokes can create a sense of camaraderie among those who understand the humor. Self deprecation is next. Using sarcasm about oneself can be a way to show humility or disarm potential criticism. Criticism or mockery could be another reason. Sarcasm can be used to subtly criticize or mock someone, often in a way that's difficult to directly challenge. What are the challenges of sarcasm? While sarcasm can be a powerful tool, it's fraught with potential pitfalls. What are those pitfalls? Let us examine it. The first being misinterpretation. Without clear cues, sarcasm can be easily misunderstood, leading to hurt feelings or confusion. This is particularly true in written communication, where the tone of voice and facial expressions are absent. Cultural differences is the next. What's considered sarcastic in one culture might be perceived as rude or offensive in another. The next point in this context is emotional impact. Even when understood, sarcasm can still sting, especially in case it's directed at someone's insecurities or vulnerabilities. Next is the escalation of conflict. Sarcasm can quickly escalate a disagreement, turning a minor issue into a full blown argument. How do you deal with sarcasm directed at you? Being on the receiving end of sarcasm can be frustrating, especially if it feels targeted or mean spirited. Sharing some strategies to navigate those situations. The first strategy is don't take it personally. Remember, sarcasm often stems from the speaker's own emotions or insecurities. It's not always a reflection of you. The next approach is clarify. If you're unsure whether someone is being sarcastic, politely ask for clarification. You can mention, "I'm not sure I understand," or "Are you being serious?" The next approach is address the underlying message. If the sarcasm feels hurtful, try to address the underlying message instead of reacting to the tone. For example, it sounds like you're frustrated with my mistake. Can we talk about it? Setting boundaries is the next step. If someone's sarcasm is consistently hurtful, let he or she know that you don't appreciate it and would prefer that he or she communicates directly. The next strategy is don't engage. Sometimes the best response is no response. Ignoring sarcasm can diffuse the situation and prevent it from escalating. How do you use sarcasm responsibility? If you are a fan of sarcasm, it's important to wield it with care and consideration. The first point is know your audience. Not everyone appreciates sarcasm. Be mindful of who you're talking to and adjust your communication style accordingly. The next point is be clear with your intentions. Use clear cues like tone of voice, facial expressions, and context to ensure your sarcasm is understood. The next approach is avoid sensitive topics. Steer clear of sarcasm when discussing sensitive topics like race, religion, or personal struggles. Don't you overuse it. It's the next approach. Too much sarcasm can make you seem insincere or even mean. Use it sparingly for maximum impact. Be prepared for different reactions. Not everyone will find your sarcasm funny. Be prepared for mixed responses and be willing to apologize in case you offend someone. Let us now understand sarcasm in different contexts. Sarcasm's impact and interpretation can vary significantly depending on the context. The first is the workplace. While some workplace cultures embrace sarcasm, it's generally best to err on the side of caution. Use it sparingly and avoid targeting colleagues with it. The next is relationships. Sarcasm can be a playful way to bond with loved ones. However, it's also important to ensure both parties are comfortable with it. Avoid using sarcasm to mask criticism or express anger. The next forum is online communication. Sarcasm is notoriously difficult to convey in writing. Use emoticons or explicit markers to signal your intent. Beyond sarcasm, developing healthy communication, while sarcasm can be a part of healthy communication, it's important to cultivate other skills as well, which include direct communication. Learn to express your thoughts and feelings clearly and directly. Active listening is essential. Pay attention to what others are saying, both verbally as well as non-verbally. Empathy is another requisite. Try to understand others' perspectives and feelings. The next point is constructive feedback. Offer feedback in a supportive and helpful way. By mastering these skills, you can build stronger relationships and avoid misunderstandings, whether sarcasm is involved or otherwise. To conclude, sarcasm is a multifaceted communication tool that can enrich conversations or create conflict. Understanding its nuances, using it responsibly, and as well as navigating its challenges are essential skills for effective communication in various social settings. While it adds to our interactions and makes it more spicy, it's crucial to remember that clear, kind, and direct communication remains the cornerstone of healthy relationships as well as understanding. Thank you for your time.